I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got... It take a week to count it.
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. On third down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Howard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Trubisky. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry now for Tyler Urban. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Urban. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Man 5-7. Hey, Delta.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Sproles. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, now... much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Go.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing now is Wentz. Well, he's going to go for it all, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Let's shift now and discuss Deshaun Jackson. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Switch.
On 1st down, Irvin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Man 5-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Wentz going to go on 4th down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he will avoid the contact as he slides. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Irvin on the carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-round. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sproles. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We call that sack flush.
Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay,
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go play action. Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Derek Barnett in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 42.
Brings up 3rd and 1. He's not going to get it. Bunch.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Irvin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Solid.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 11, 2:21 the time left. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now it's Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. To try again after the sack. Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run with Sanders, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Wentz on the give to Sanders. On a man down, and it's Sanders. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They've gone final now in Charlotte, and it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing down is Trubisky. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Back to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson finding the end zone on the game's final play as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Back to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
And out now come the Eagles. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they go with Clement again. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, running right is Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Slant.
On second down, Irvin. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 17. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They run with Howard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They come out here in the I. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a